A very good afternoon and welcome to your lunchtime news. You're with me, Katharina Chang. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Group demonstrations in Nindavur dispersed. Another shipment of diesel to arrive in the island on Sunday. Indonesia's president says ties with Australia have been damaged. Religious observances were held at several temples in the island yesterday to mark the birthday of President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
Religious observances were held at the Ganga Rama Vihare in Colombo last evening to invoke blessings on the head of state for his birthday. Pirit chanting also took place at the temple. President Mahinda Rajapaksa also joined a Bodhi Puja organized by the Bellan Villa Rajamaha Viharaya. A group including Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratna also attended the puja.
A group of area residents who were engaging in a demonstration by obstructing the Akkare Patu Nindavur road have been dispersed. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohan said that tear gas was fired this morning to disperse the protesters who had obstructed the Akkare Pattu Kalmuni road. The protest was a result of clashes that had broken out between the police special task force personnel and area residents day before yesterday. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohan said that 5 STF officers had visited the area on Sunday night and that some of the officers were clad in civil attire. He noted that the clashes had begun owing to a suspicion among the villagers that these officers had been involved in an ongoing robbery in the area. Now, 2 persons died in a shooting that occurred at around 4 a.m. today at the Pidurutalagala Air Force Camp.
Air Force spokesperson Air Commander Andrew Vijay Surya said that an Air Force officer who was at a guard post in the camp had opened fire at another person before turning the gun on himself. The Air Force spokesperson notes that a personal dispute may have led to the incident. He said that investigations are being conducted by the police while the case is also being monitored by the Air Force.
The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation says that a new shipment of diesel in place of the shipment that was rejected will arrive in the island this Sunday. Managing Director of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Susanta De Silva, said that a shipment of diesel was rejected last evening as it did not meet the required standards. The ship arrived in the island with over 40,000 metric tons of diesel from Singapore. The remains of the 3 persons who lost their lives in a motor accident that took place in the Urugasmang Sande area in Alpitia have been placed in the Alpitia Base Hospital.
The accident occurred when a tipper collided with a lorry in the Urugasmang Sande area last evening. The police said that a tipper was travelling from Alpitia to Alutgama while the 3-wheeler was travelling from the opposite direction. The 3 persons who died in the accident were residents from the Palagas area in Kusgada and 2 of them were brothers. According to our correspondent, S.H. Abhesekara was a 43-year-old father of 2, while his brother was 27-year-old S.H. Jayathissa, who was a father of 1. The other victim was 35-year-old K.H. Gunasena. The driver of the tipper has been taken into custody and further investigations are being carried out into the incident.
Turtles from the Turtle Conservation Centre in Kusgoda were released to the sea yesterday to mark the birthday and the assumption of office by President Mahinda Rajapaksa. This was an initiative of Minister of Wildlife Conservation Vijit Vijayamuni Soisa. 50 turtles who were treated for injuries at the Turtle Conservation Centre in Kusgoda were released to the sea.
මනුෂ්‍යයට ඇමතිවරු කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවදනේ අධ්‍යාපන ඇමති සෞඛ්‍ය ඇමති නේද ප්‍රවාහන ඇමති ඇමතිවරු රාශියක් ඉන්නවා.
There are many ministers who serve the people. There are ministers for education, health and transport. But there is one minister for animals. Animals cannot speak, but humans can. People can protest and conduct rallies, but animals cannot do any of these things. Therefore, it is our responsibility to protect animals for the future generations.
සතුන්ට මේ මොකක්වත් බෑ. ඒ නිසා මේ සත්ත්ව සංගතිය ආරක්ෂා කරලා සංරක්ෂණය කරලා අනාගත පරපුරට දායාද කරන එක තමයි අපේ හාමුදුරනේ මගේ වගකීම.
Speaking further, the minister also pointed out that the law should be enforced equally for everyone.
දැන් බලන්න මෙතන මට ඇවිල්ලා කිව්වා මෙතුමාගේ මේ වහල හැදුවා.
Now this man told me that the Coast Conservation Authority had filed action against him for constructing a roof with coconut leaves. There is no problem in constructing hotels, but there is a problem in using traditional materials such as coconut leaves. These differences should be highlighted in Parliament. Is the law enforced only against the small man? I strongly believe that the law should be enforced equally for everyone, be it a frog or an elephant.
නීතිය මගේ අමාත්‍යාංශ ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා.
Minister of National Languages Vasudeva Nanayakkara states that research must be initiated into discovering novel methodology to teach language. The minister points out that through this, a successful bilingualism program could be launched island-wide.
ඉගැන්වීමේ කලාව වැඩි දියුණු කිරීම ඉගැන්වීමේ ක්‍රම වඩාත් කෙටිකාලීනව වඩාත් බලවත්ව සාර්ථකව සඵල කර ගැනීම.
By this research, we are hoping to change and create much more impactful and successful teaching methods within a short span of time. We are in discussions regarding regular language training to government workers as well. If we are planning to teach English through our ministry and other departments, our work will be intensified. Our biggest challenge is to find and train skilled individuals in order to carry out these programs. This program will consist of language training in addition to the work carried out by the Ministry of Education.
ප්‍රගුණ කරපු පුද්ගලයන් ඇත්තටම පුහුණු කර ගැනීමයි. ඒ භාෂාව ඉගෙනීමේ හැකියාව. අධ්‍යාපන දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවෙන් කරන කටයුත්තට පරිබාහිරව අපි කරන වැඩ කොටසයි මේ තුල අඩංගු වෙන්නේ.
Meanwhile, the minister also noted that they hope to develop cultural understanding utilizing the medium of movies, literature and art. Now moving on to more local news, the Auditor General's Department has reached a decision to recover losses that were incurred due to faulty management decisions, universities from the relevant officials. Auditor General H.A.S. Samaravira stated that as per the powers vested to the Auditor General, measures will be taken to recover the losses incurred by the officials. He also stated that information on such matters have been obtained from several universities. The Central Environmental Authority states that it hopes to implement a national program on prevention of chemical accidents. Chairman of the CEA, Vimal Rubasinghe, stated that all officials will be briefed at a special training program which will be carried out today with the attendance of international experts.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තුළ සිදුවමින් පවතින රසායනික ද්‍රව්‍ය පිළිබඳ අනතුරු සහ ඒවා වැළැක්වීම.
Under the guidance of the Minister of Environment, the Central Environmental Authority will implement a nationwide program with regards to measures and relevant safety procedures that must be taken to avoid chemical-related accidents in factories. A workshop and training program will be held in Colombo today for high-ranking officials in public and private firms who deal with the manufacturing of chemical products.
This training program is aimed at creating the framework for the implementation of a new mechanism to prevent chemical accidents.
Through this program, we are hoping to create awareness about the legal implications that could take place if safety measures are not followed. We are also hoping to implement a new system looking at this in the long term in order to avoid such incidents occurring in the future.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Lunchtime News. For the News First team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a pleasant day ahead.